children of God. I want to talk about 2 Timothy chapter 3. Now, if you can think about it, the potency of it, and those who haven't heard it, it's something that can continuously be said every day, all day, because we are at the time. You look around, you see nobody with love. I just left the store with a woman cashier had an attitude. Her job, and she had an attitude. I didn't cause her no trouble. Only thing she had to do was push a button and correct everything, but she was mad to even do her job. See, these are things that I'm talking about. When you work places, the people that's awake, that has discernment, they can see what's going on. Now, if you blinded by the God of this world, because see, and people say the God of this world, yeah, the God of this world, the God is flesh, the world, put it like that. It's Satan. I go back and say, Jesus said, he said, the ruler of this world, the flesh, the world is coming. He have no part in him. Jesus said that before he departed. Jesus said that he was talking about this fleshly world. So to become fully in God, you have to not be a part of this world. You have to be almost invisible to this matrix. That's why I say the movie The Matrix is so important. Because see, with Paul, because see, what was told, what was said right here in 2 Timothy chapter 3 backs up with what I'm saying. It's, I mean, it's love is nowhere. You think people have love, but you have to look deeper. People more cold-hearted, more resentment, more hatred, more envy toward one another. People into everything else but God. They far away. Everything else but God. People hateful. Children obedient to their parents. Don't want to listen to nobody. You can't tell them nothing. What I'm saying right now, it's like crazy to them. Like, why is she telling me this? That's not factual. But they believe everything that they see on TV. If you're a superstar, they believe you. Any truth they don't believe because see, God told the truth. Jesus' disciples told the truth. Any truth they don't want to hear it. Justification is what they want. They're following the God of this world. Justification is what they want. What they want is a doctrine to tickle their ear. Something to make them like, ooh, what love did. Justify sin. Justify sin. The blood of many saints are on these preachers' hands. Because they've been lying for years and years. Conscience been seared with a hot iron. Let's go to the scripture. 2 Timothy chapter 3, it says, but mark this, there will be terrible times in the last days. People will be lovers themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denies power. Have nothing to do with such people. The Bible just sets you apart if you totally in God away from those people. because I think it's I'm saying Daniel chapter 10, in the end of the chapter, it's chapter 10 or 11. Uh, it's one of them. The end of the chapter, it talks about how in the end there will be. See, the prophecy was way back in the Old Testament, but the prophets of the old, they were talking about it centuries, like a long time ago. It was talking about the end. It said in the end, people, the wise, the ones in the truth, they keep getting gaining more and more truth, more and more truth. But the ones that's wicked, they'll become more and more wicked, more and more wicked. That's what it said in the end. They become more and more wicked people. That's why he just saying this in 2 Timothy chapter 3. It says, uh, those who wicked will become more and more wicked constantly because they fall lost. They're full of antimatter, which is darkness, because they reject the truth. So they feel they conceited in everything. Without love, they block from all that because it's not in them, because they rejected it. If you look, you see so many people proud, arrogant, conceited. You know, you can't tell them nothing. Children will be disobedient to their parents. They won't listen. I saw a guy the other day, he making so much money in a hardware store. He making so much money. He boasting, talking loud and loud on what he got. A direct sign. Arrogant. These men just walk around with their head high up in the air. They better than everybody. Nobody want to hear nothing. This nothing that's like what I'm saying right now. Nobody want to hear nothing like that. If you do, you find yourself having to debate or argue with them, especially ones that been to college. Because see, they were brainwashed to a certain they're brainwashed to accept the matrix, basically. A world that don't exist. You see it. You see it, but it will come to an end. And the Lord made sure this is pointed out in the Bible to give people a sign and a clue. And if you are one of the people that's in Him, if you read the Bible and you read it and you totally following the Lord, obeying the commandments, truly in God, not a surface level Christian where you hate the truth, but if you truly in God, you see it. But you blinded, you if you blinded, it's blocked from your mind. That's why it's blinded. You pray that those people have a spiritual awakening. Because if not, they're gonna continue in the darkness. They're gonna keep going in there more and more, but they hate the truth totally. So when they far gone, far off, you can yell to them, "Listen to me, listen." They still won't. They will still won't hear you. See, Scripture says it says that they will be conceited, pleasure, lovers of pleasure, but then rather than lovers of God, have a form of godliness but deny His power. They say God real, but they deny He can do what He say. They deny there's so much sickness going around. They deny God can keep them from it. They deny it. They trust the God of His word, because the doctors tell you they said they trust them. The ones who ran by Satan, that Satan talked to them saying they said, you know what I'm saying, they saying we gods. People believe in them over than the God and they made the earth. God is great. Like, subscribe, tell many people to watch this video. Tells many. I'm just speaking the heart of God. That's all I'm doing. I'm doing what God want me to do. He did. Expose it, tell it. You're gonna have enemies. You're gonna have people that don't like you. When you tell the truth, you're gonna have people that don't want to hear it. They're gonna be against you. people not they don't want to watch the truth because see they so blinded by a lie. And they don't want to, and you try to tell them we can help them, but they can't hear it because they're blinded. They can't hear you. It's something blocking their eyes. And then in Second Thessalonians chapter 3, it said God, He'll put uh He'll put a powerful delusion and make you believe a lie because you want to be so far in it. You want to love the sin so much. He'll push it. Make you believe it. See, God righteous. The devil wants you to go where he is. Anyway, like and subscribe, thumbs up. If you're not feeling God, one of these spirits gonna be on you. You know, the proud, abusive, disobedient, ungrateful, unholy. People are that everywhere. Everybody have an attitude. Nobody is people. People. It's like they're in a trance, and the trance is evil. It's antimatter. It's a depth. It's a like they're robots. Just if you're awake, you can see it. Think about it. We see people the way they act, all this crime they commit, it was dark inside. Like me, right? Like people, things you see, the people you like, how they do that? Darkness, antimatter, away from God. Because if you was in God, you couldn't even pursue an act of violence. You couldn't be in the pulpit lying to the congregation for a check. And you know God can see you and hear you. People, like and subscribe, thumbs up.